Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, May 6th, 2022. Let's start our review with the Forex calendar check. So, what is going on here? Some data had been published overnight. Data were from Japan. National CPI in Japan is increasing from 1.3% to 2.5%. So there is some sort of the inflationary pressure rising from the consumer price index. We got the Reserve Bank of Australia monetary policy statement. It was published 3:30. And during the London session, we got some data as well. However, those data are not that much of a market movers. The most important data are going to be released during the New York session. So we have the construction PMI from the UK as the last important data released during the London session, and during the New York session we have unemployment rate, employment change, part-time employment change, and participation rate data from the Canada, unemployment rate, and non-farm payrolls data from the US, of course, all of these sub-indices of the non-farm payrolls. And then we got the FOMC member John Williams' speech together with MPC member Silvana Tornado speech. FOMC member speaks 3:15 and MPC member Silvana Tornado will give a speech at 5 p.m. So at the end of the day, at 21:20, we got the FOMC member Raphael Bostic with a speech as well. But the most important event of today is, of course, the non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate in the US. Market participants expect the unemployment rate to drop from 3.6% to 3.5%, and the non-farm payrolls to decrease from 431,000 to 390,000. Well, it looks pretty like a busy trading day today. So let's start first. Let's start with the US dollar and then with the Canadian dollar. US dollar index daily time frame chart. I'm returning to this chart because we can see here a kind of a specific bounce. The bounce occurred from the level of 102.30, and right now the price is testing the level of 103.80. So we are about to break above 103.92. This is the high from the recent rally, and as you can see, all of these corrections, 1.36, 1.21, 1.71, 2.38, all of these corrections are just pullbacks, corrections during the uptrend. We are out of the channel. We are out of the main channel. This is the ascending channel. We can try to put some kind of a line here as well. However, it might get too steppy to provide any good information. So where's the next target? That's the key thing here. Where is the next target on the US dollar index? Well, my data doesn't actually allow me to go below the year of 2013, 2012. So this is already 10-year period. However, we can assume that the next target for the bulls is seen at the level of 105, round number. So this is the target for the US dollar index. If US dollar index is rising, that means the US dollar is being bought across the board. So what is going on with the other pairs related to the euro dollar? Sorry, to the US dollar index. Let's start with the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. And the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar daily time frame chart is going nowhere. This is basically one of the few trendless markets on the Forex market today. As you can see, we are fighting for 1.2896. The bulls are fighting for this level. They lost this fight. They were pushed back towards the technical support at 1.2675, and now they are bouncing back. So if there is a breakout, especially above this level here, the high of the 2021 located at 1.2963. Then of course we can expect a rally to the level of 1.3 and above. All right, so please keep an eye on this level, especially on this high from 2021. If there is a breakout, it looks like the market really wants to move higher on the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. So what is going on the next pair related to American dollar? Let's take a look, of course, at the euro dollar. And the euro dollar is going lower. Recently we just moved below this. Let me just zoom in. We just moved below 1.0639. This is the, of course, the technical resistance. Pretty much it looks like a kind of a bearish engulfing pattern, right? On a daily time frame chart, it's very important to keep an eye on this kind of a patterns. Today we already moving lower. The next target, the lows of the last week, 1.0472, and if this level is violated, 1.0343. So this is the next target for the bears. The market, of course, the market conditions are right now bounced from the extremely oversold levels, but now the momentum is pointing back to the downside, and it looks like the bears are still in control of this market, and there is no indication of trend termination or reversal. We are still trending lower, we are still moving lower on the euro dollar, as you can see here. Since this stop in 2021, we passed the post-COVID low. Here we tested it and get rejected, so we are going way lower on euro dollar. So this was the euro dollar. Let's just find out what's going on Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is, as you can see, let me just zoom in, the Bitcoin technical resistance at 39,877. Basically it's all about 40,000, around psychological number. This level was rejected, and the short-term trend line here was rejected as well. Big engulfing pattern, big rejection, and now our correction extends to 26%. 26.33 is bigger than 25 and 20. So this is a new cycle. This is new cycle down. What I mean is that this move down is not a part of this correction to the upside. So we have an overbalance of price and time. Let me just zoom in back on. So what is going on here? 3 waves up in wave B, and now we are trending lower. The next target for the bears, we can remove that because we prove our point. The next target for the bears is seen at the level of 34,290 and 32,905, and this is the low from the end of the January 2022. So Bitcoin keeps going lower. Bitcoin is under the bearish pressure. Please prepare for another rally to the downside. We are still into the negative territory on the RSI, below the level of 50. Right now the number is 36, around the 36 points. Bears are in control of this market. They are pushing the market down, and there is no indication of any kind of a trend reversal on Bitcoin. So please consider the 34,290 and $32,905 as a next target for bears on Bitcoin. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.